Hello, hello. All right, so I want to do three things today. Sorry, this is like uh literally right on the fly here. All right, so I want to do BNGO technical analysis, Nasdaq update, and I also want to do Mara and Bitcoin. What's going on with that? So three things here today. And then at the end here, we can take a couple questions if you want. So here we go. 5 seconds here. All right. So for BNGO, let's do the technicals of BNGO. So basically today there is no crazy update. I can tell you there are no signs of reversal. Obviously, it's absolute death and carnage. We're down 7% of the day. Absolutely awful. Absolutely god awful. Death and destruction. Some important technical notes here. We got rejected at 200-day exponential moving average. Perfect level congruence with that resistance level. We closed the day well below the descending resistance, which I said that was not going to be good if we did. We did. One sign of hope, right? One of the few signs of hope that we have left as far as the technicals is that the 200-day simple moving average is sitting at $4.13. So that's something, right? It's like, okay, we have something on our side. We don't have much though. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of bears nowadays, and I'm going to do a bear rant at the end. You know what? So I'll keep that. I'll keep that for that. But the good news here today, the main good news that we have. There is no good news. Let's be honest. We're all losing money. Okay, BioNano is getting killed, but RSI is getting much oversold. Relative strength index, we're looking at what 33 on RSI, right? I'm getting much more oversold. 4 hourly, it's the same thing. Not as great on the 4 hourly, but we are looking at 38. So we have much more upside than downsides to go from here in the aggregate. But of course, please know what you're doing. Please realize I can be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times, right? Especially the last few weeks, right? We've been getting killed. We've been getting annihilated, right? I have at least. Okay, so that's damn sure I've been getting annihilated. What scares me the most is that we don't have any reversal signs, and we just got the daily Supertrend flip to bearish. That is the most bearish indicator that you can get. We just got a daily flip to bearish on the Supertrend on the daily. Absolutely awful. I mean, there is no, this is absolutely awful. And for me, if you're wondering, Brandon, wow, this is like the most bearish Brandon has been in a while. Well, here's the thing. I'm not selling because I'm not closed-minded enough just to solely focus on the technicals and just be like, okay, I'm out. Now, I did actually, speaking of selling, I did sell a little bit of my shares today, boys. I'm sorry. Don't crucify me. No, but I'm just messing around. But seriously, Mora, I had to average down on Mora. I bought the dip today. It's down another 15% after hours, so I loaded on Mora. But we'll get to that later. For the BNGO technical analysis, right? So we just got the flip on the daily here. I'm going to be adding more BNGO shares tomorrow, probably. I'm going to be actually trading during the earnings report and live stream. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But that's really all we have that's of importance here. We have the bearish on the daily MACD. Okay, there's no signs of a reversal. There's no chart patterns that I'm seeing. The only chart pattern that we have that's even a little bit relevant is the big ass cup and handle, which, who knows when the bottom of the cup and handle is going to be. We thought it was going to be 446. We thought it was going to be, what was this one? Like 612? Is that what this one was? I can't see what that is. Like 512 maybe. This could be a big ass cup and handle still. There's potential. There's a chance if we hit a bull market. I think it will be. Honestly, I think it will be if the Nasdaq could actually realistically, literally, consistently break above all-time highs, hold there, and then make higher highs and higher lows for the next few months. I think we will hit all-time highs in the next few months if the Nasdaq does that. I really do. But right now, the fact is the technicals are just not as important for BNGO right now, because the Nasdaq and the Russell 2000, if you haven't noticed, these signals for the technicals have not been good for BNGO. Do you know why? We've been going in and up and down, right? Daily close below, daily close above, below, right? It's just random crap, basically, with the technicals. There's no chart patterns. There's nothing, basically. The Russell 2000 and the Nasdaq and the markets, they're controlling everyone's flight. And specifically today, core consumer price index, inflation, killed us today. And it didn't just kill BNGO. And also another point that I never talked about, BNGO is getting killed, yes. Same with everything else in the stock market right now. All right, everybody is hurting right now, man. There's no one that has not got killed since February 16th if they're a bull whatsoever. So that's what we're looking at as far as BNGO. I wish I had something cool to tell you all today. There is basically nothing. I mean, we do have a potential descending trend line here. If I adjust this a little bit, there's a potential really steep descending trend line here. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 touch points. If we move it down a little bit, We have almost 5-6 touch points, so that's a potential level, but that's pretty much all of import I have for the technicals as far as BNGO. Now for the Nasdaq update, for my friends joining in just now, you're just gonna have to rewind. I'm sorry, my friends, but for the Nasdaq, we closed the day below. We closed the day below, man. We closed the day below the ascending level, the Fibonacci. This is the first alarm bell. We closed the day way below. The market's never stopped bleeding. Look at this, just consistent lower lows and lower highs. And this could be the first thing that is going to be the signal of a real bear market that could be starting. A new Great Depression. Not actually, but maybe, technically. Or right? Or it could be one of these, right? We break below, we get 2 daily closes, and then we come right back up and make new higher highs and higher lows, new all-time high, right? So I'm not, it's bearish, okay? I'm going to call it what it is, right? A spade is a spade. This is absolutely bearish. At the same time, we're oversold as hell. We're at 32 on the Nasdaq. We closed. Let's see how close we were to the Bollinger Bands today. We closed just about on the bottom band. Much more upside, much more it's much more auspicious of a buy right now, obviously, because we're right at that band. And of course, we were right at that band up here. We got a short-term bounce and then we died again. So, at least short-term, you're probably going to be good, indicated to me by that Bollinger Band there. If we look at some other indicators here, I don't think we have much else to really watch here. Let me look on the 2 hourly, see if we got anything. Okay, everything's just straight bearish. There's no updates. There's nothing cool. Another potential pattern for the Nasdaq is we come all the way down to that 200-day EMA, bounce off of it, come back into this channel, or flip this as a red, right? I mean, I should flip it as a red, right? We are confirming the breakout right now. We're trying to, at least. We'll see what we do tomorrow, but I would not be surprised if we do confirm the breakout tomorrow. And I also would not be surprised, this is totally different. This is off topic a little bit from that little point, but I would not be surprised if we touch this 200-day EMA at some point. I'm not saying we're going down to 12.45K right now or this week or this month, but if we did, I can see us getting a huge bounce off that, making all-time highs on that next leg up. That's absolutely a possibility. So for the people claiming, I know everyone at this point is always seeing bears now that got a little hint of taste of success, and they're like, dude, it's not over yet. The shorts are never gonna stop. We're gonna go to zero like that, right? Everything's over. Sell now. They want your money, my friends. They have short positions, and of course, they got a little bit of confidence. They claim they know what's happening now. It's like, oh no, we're not done bleeding yet. All right, you know what? If you know what's going to happen, why don't you put your life savings in it and show me the screenshot? And why are you not a millionaire and a billionaire if you know what's going to happen? No one knows what's going to happen. Be very wary and very careful of comments you see that claim to know for sure what's going to happen, because that's 90% of the bearish comments, right? So be careful right now. It's blood in the streets. It's blood in the waters. High growth has gotten killed. If you sell now, you are selling low, and you're going to go buy something else high. That is something to keep in mind. Everything is pretty cheap right now. The Nasdaq and the S&P may be close to all-time highs, but high growth is well below all-time highs. And the Russell 2000 shows that a little bit, but not as good as it actually is. The Russell 2000 is not even very indicative of our stocks. The BNGOs, the JMIAs, the MORAs. These stocks have gotten absolutely demolished. All right, so that's BNGO and the Nasdaq. I now want to talk about MORA and Bitcoin. MORA and Bitcoin is now, and then we're going to take questions at the end, because everyone probably is like, oh, what's going on, Brandon? I'm selling. Most people at least. So let's look at the 4 hourly chart here. So basically what happened here is Tesla will stop accepting Bitcoin as payment due to environmental worries. Now, I'm going to be extra careful not to be too opinionated here, but if you get offended, disclaimer, I don't give one. I don't give a fuck, my friends. If you get offended, it's not the right channel for you if you're one of those people, but whatever, right? So basically, they're not gonna allow customers to pay for cars with Bitcoin, which is already a small percentage of people, citing the vast amounts of electricity needed to mine the cryptocurrency. Okay, so here's the thing with this. Obviously, this is now, regardless of, we're going to get into the whole electricity, a lot of amount of electricity needed to mine Bitcoin and to sustain the platform. But this first thing right here, so basically all they are doing is not allowing customers to pay for cars with Bitcoin right now. And I don't even think it's permanent. I think they just said, yeah, it's a suspension, I believe. That's what I saw some other articles say. but that alone is not enough to push Bitcoin down. What did Bitcoin go? What did they go down? It was at like 54K. Now it's at like 51. Let's see here. Okay, so I think this was about the time of the news. So like 56K, or was it? I don't know. It's somewhere around here. Anyways, regardless, it was a steep drop. Okay, so there's a couple problems with this. Number one, I mean, you can't tell me a couple Bitcoin payments are justifying thousands of dollars in Bitcoin to sell off. Now, what you may say is like, Brandon, well, it's legit concern, right? It's not clean energy, right? It's not green energy, man, you know, which is everything nowadays in the stock market. If you're not clean, you're dead. You know, everyone hates anything coal or gas nowadays, which I'm not saying that's good or bad. That's just how it is. So maybe that fact makes this sell-off be a little bit more crazy. I guarantee you a lot of people saw this and they're like, oh no, Bitcoin is not clean, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna kill the environment, or whatever they're thinking, and they sell and they short and they let that cloud their judgment. Now if we look at the article they cited here, it's pretty legit. Bitcoin uses more energy than Argentina. Obviously, you know, it's nothing compared to, you know, anything like this, but that's still, it uses a lot of energy, right? But you gotta take into consideration, this article was what, February 10th, and Bitcoin in February 10th near all-time highs. Bitcoin already has mainstream adoption mostly, so you know, the idea that Bitcoin's going to be way up here, that may be a little far-fetched. They're not necessarily saying that, but that's not even my main point. My main point is this, okay? Mara, right? So the focus is Mara, and stay with me here, okay? This is a little hard to follow, maybe. So if we go down here, let's see. I didn't look at this before. I got to find it right now. A little transparency. Okay, I want to do the clean energy. Where does it say clean? Let me see if they say clean. Okay. So basically, here we go. All right, so Mora and DMG, right? While institutional interest in Bitcoin is accelerating, yada, yada. All right. It is our belief that as a publicly listed company based in the United States, and as one focused on enabling more institutional adoption of Bitcoin, it is our responsibility to follow U.S. regulations. We believe that such regulatory compliant mining will allow us to produce clean Bitcoin, not clean energy Bitcoin, just like not fraud Bitcoin, right? Which will enable a greater number of institutions to gain exposure to this new asset class, ultimately benefiting our organization, our shareholders, and the broader network. Now, this is just one of the, this is the first, I believe this is the first first group, first headquarters, you know, for its first DC M&A pool that is actually fully U.S. Compliant with all the regulations and rules as far as blockchain technologies. You may be wondering, Brandon, why the hell does this relate to clean energy and how much energy Bitcoin uses? Well, because Mora is one of those companies based on this to change their philosophy, innovate, and adapt to what's going on around them. So I would not be surprised if you see in the future, all right, I think I'm going to be perfectly right on this, so listen to this prediction. I would not be surprised if Mora, and not even just Mora, but a lot of Bitcoin things, make a push to try to be less, you know, try to be more clean energy, right? Which is what everyone wants nowadays. So I know that's a lot. Also, this article is just freaking awesome if you just read this. But anyways, I don't think a lot of people are here for Mora. But this is an insanely auspicious buy. Right now, it's going down even further. Let me look at the Bollinger Bands here. Okay, on the 4 hourly, we're not even that bad. But what I want to show you is that we just literally ripped right through that 200-day EMA, and we're already oversold. Look at the RSI. That's my favorite indicator. We're at 30 on the daily, and the daily is not even taking into account the after hours. On the 4 hourly, we are at 18.30 on the relative strength index. Bro, come on. If this doesn't make you buy the dip, I don't know what will. When do you see a stock like Mora hit 1830 on the RSI because of something Bitcoin is, you know, because Tesla's not selling Bitcoin, you know, not accepting Bitcoin for car payments? Really? I think this is going to recover very nicely today. If the Nasdaq goes green today, I wouldn't be surprised if Mora turns green tomorrow. We will see, though. We will see. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, let's do some questions now. Did I forget anything? I don't think I did. All right, here we go. Questions here. All right, so send me your great questions, my friends. I want to see your great questions. Yeah, but by that time, the stock will be held hostage, could double down and just hold for super long term and hope and pray. I need a little more context, my friend. Robbie, you want to elaborate on it? Maybe Elon's Twitter account got hacked. It is a pre-made letter. It was not hand tweeted by Elon, But I mean, ooh, that's a little speculative, is it not? I don't know about that. I hope you're right. I hope that's right. That would be nice, right? Bitcoin would rally if it was. That would be nice. Will Bitcoin go below 40K? No. It would take something insane, like either crazy U.S. government regulation or someone figuring out a way to make reliable, consistent counterfeit Bitcoin and making the miners not able to see the difference, which is inevitable, which is impossible. There are, I've done the ledger research and the technology with Bitcoin. I have a rudimentary understanding, but there's no chance. If we look at the 21 SMA on the weekly, this is the lowest that you can go realistically, in my opinion, and this is where I want it to hit. I've been saying for a while, I want us to go to like 44, 45K, or at least a couple weeks ago I did. We held, and unfortunately I missed the boat there. I wanted it to dip a little more. Now and I say this all the time, the more Bitcoin hangs out around where it is, the more likely it is to continue higher. Because even if 1% of the institutions in America or globally, I forgot what the stat is from, it's according to Kathy Wood, if 1% of the institutions in the world, I'll be conservative, adopt Bitcoin, 1% of the portfolios of every institution, right? So if every institution allocated 1% of the portfolio to Bitcoin, right? Then Bitcoin would be worth like $500,000 a share, right? And, I'm not betting on all of them doing it, but I'm betting on a lot of them doing it because if you ask people about Bitcoin on the streets today, if they haven't done any research on it, they think it's taboo. They think it's a scam. They think it's fake, right? This is exactly how, and Bitcoin's been around for a little bit, right? What, 2016, 2015? When did it IPO? 2015. As this thing becomes a little more mature, dude, it's only unless there's crazy government regulation, which I don't see that happening, especially considering, guys, who's controlling the government? Remember, who's controlling Congress? Okay, is it the politicians or is it the people with the money telling them what to do? Is it the lobbyists, right? What do you think? So a lot of those people probably own Bitcoin. Anyways, that's a nice rant for you. So no, Aiden trades Bitcoin. It could go below 40K. It could go to zero. But it would take something crazy to make that happen. Are you holding BNGO down to $1? I will if nothing fundamentally changes with the company. Yes. Or the other exception is I just sold a little bit of BNGO just earlier to pick up Mora because so obvious reasons. Don't catch the falling knife on Mora. Wait for the buy signal or confirmation. Here's the thing, my friend. Do you want to wait for confirmation on the 4 hourly, or do you want to buy when the RSI is at 18 on the 4 hourly? Also ask yourself, what is this stock going to do long term? Is this company what's the valuation looking like? The valuation, I've said that I've given you guys this comparison so many times. Mora and Bitcoin earlier. Mora was at $30 when Bitcoin was at 50K, right? Now Bitcoin is at 50K and we're below 30. So it's like, wait, what happened? An earnings report doesn't justify that. We've got hundreds of thousands of miners coming in. This isn't the right article, but this is a cool article that I keep coming back to because it's so damn bullish. But they've got hundreds of thousands of miners. They're going to be the most tethered to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keeps rising, Mara is going to be $100 in a year. That's 4 or 5x, man. So yeah, it's not, even if it is a falling knife for a couple more days, man, I'm fine with holding the bag. Obviously we can't go much farther, man. We're at 18 on the RSI. At least I'll have a chance to sell for, even, or at least a small gain like JMIA, for example. This is the exact same trade that I did with JMIA the last couple of days. RSI was below 20, and I went all in, and it was up 37% a day from lows. And then I sold everything, and that's the only thing that's salvaged my portfolio. My portfolio still got absolutely annihilated because BNGO keeps going down every day. But if I didn't make that JMIA trade, it would be even worse than it is now. All right, what else? What other questions we got? Only great questions. Can you show your Mora price target? This is the first time I invested in them. Here, I can show you my end of year price charts, although I have not updated these in forever. For Mora, likely case is $80 end of year. $80 likely case end of year. I'm serious. I'm serious. And yeah, this is I'm an insane Bitcoin bull. You could call me a madman if you want. Elon account got hacked. If it did get hacked, we wouldn't have got. Obviously, you're the only. My friend. I hope you're right, but if Elon's account got hacked, you're the only one that believes that. Everyone else believes it's real because everything is down 17% after hours. So I have a $10,000 long on Bitcoin. My liquidation is 33K. Do you think I'm at any risk? Your cost basis is at 33K, you mean? Average price? No, I don't. But here's the thing. If you're up a ton and you want to take some risk off the table, taking profits is never a bad idea. Never. Now, do you want to sell now? Do you want to sell now when it's bleeding? That's a good question. Now, guys, let's be honest here. I've heard a couple Bitcoin OGs that have been here for a while. They keep saying, "Oh, they keep criticizing people like me that are buying the dip." They're like, Bitcoin always crashes way down and then it runs historically. That's what always happens. They always claim that people like me claim it's different this time, but it's not actually different. That's what they claim. It's different this time, I promise you, my friends. You want to know what's different? The price and the institutional adoption. Look at this. All right, let's look at the weekly chart. All right. Something's different about this year. All right, we have Tesla behind us. We have a crazy amount of institutions. We have MicroStrategy just pumping the stock every damn day, right? And what we have more than that is a group of investors that actually understand the technology, I think. But anyways, what other great questions do you all have? I'm going to end the stream because this is way too long. I'm going to end the stream. Great questions. I feel like my computer is glitching because it's so bad. Anyways, yeah, last call. All right, we're going to end it. We're going to do quick plugs and then we're going to get out of here. SpaceX is not mining of metals for EV or not. Poor excuse. I know. Oh my gosh, that's exactly right. Truck. I hope you're still in the chat because that is exactly correct. Like, okay, Elon Musk acts like, no disrespect to Elon Musk, right? But he acts like electric cars are totally clean and there's no environmentally damaging effect from them. Absolutely not. You have to mine thousands of feet within the earth just to get the battery materials. Do you think their factories don't use any coal? Do you think none of the things that the Tesla employees use is coal, which is so bad, right? Coal is bad, whatever it is. But it's crazy. It's such an overreaction. This is crazy. This is the craziest overreaction I've seen in a while. I mean, I understand it because the fear in the market is crazy. Like anything will set the market to batshit crazy mode at any given point. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, all right, we're going to do quick plugs if there's no more questions. All right, so current positions, let's show that portfolio burnage. Yeah, we're getting absolutely wrecked on Mora. I sold out of JMIA basically completely, took profits there completely, moved them to Mora, and I've just been averaging down on Mora. Yeah, dude, if BNGO stays sideways and Mora keeps dipping, I might have to, I love BNGO. You guys know I love BNGO, but there's a chance I'll have to sell BNGO for this bad boy right here. A little bit. I would never sell out of BNGO. I would never sell. I still have a huge position. It's still over 60% of the portfolio. All right, BNGO is 60% of the portfolio. I do not want to hear anyone saying, why are you selling BNGO low, man? I'm strategically reallocating to a stock that has got hit harder the last few days and months, actually. Believe it or not, Mara has actually been hit harder than BNGO, roughly. Barely. But anyways, yeah, we're going to end it. All right, so those are the current positions, relevant information in regards to title is finished now. All right, everyone, I don't want any people watching now to go to any of the other BNGO YouTubers earnings stream tomorrow. You need to come to mine. Ours is going to be better. So BNGO earnings live. This is what you click right here. All you have to do is go to the home page, right, on desktop or mobile. It's the exact same, my friend. Go to the channel, right? Scroll down, BNGO earnings live. Set your damn reminder. Get there tomorrow. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to be wearing a suit. It's going to be professional. It's going to be the best thing you ever watch. I'm going to do live. We're going to actually be trading this live. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be sweet, man. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a very good time. Or earnings is horrible and we get a revenue miss and everything's awful, right? So who knows? So yeah, earnings. Let's go. DMG and Mora. We did talk about that. Upgrades are on the way. Camera, better audio, monitor upgrade. Lighting, editing, all this stuff is going to be on the way. Current positions, we already showed those as well. Oh yeah, and for the current positions updates, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I'm sorry, my friends, today, like every other day, I don't have time for it, but we're going to do it. Maybe I'll do it tonight. We'll see. Bears claiming they know it all. Also, about the Bears, right? I want to make a quick point on the Bears real quick. So basically, there's a kind of Bears nowadays that are like, yeah, I know what's going to happen next. We're not going to bleed. We're not going to keep, we're never going to see green again. Like so many bears nowadays, the first time they see any sort of success, they claim to know it all. And that's fine. Bulls do the same thing a lot of the time, right? but a lot of them are just over the top. And, you know, saying BNGO is going to hit $1, $3 in the next, 10 days, who knows, but a lot of them are getting cocky, and I just want to let everyone know you need to be wary with the bears comments nowadays. You need to assess what you're seeing, not what the bears are seeing. Anyways, this is not financial advice. Thank y'all so much, man. All right, I'm going to end it because I think the chat is either glitched or my computer and Wi-Fi is screwing up because I have not got a new chat in like 10 minutes, and that has never happened, so I'm stressing out. Anyways, thank y'all so much. I will see y'all in the next one.